I'm going to teach you how to build self-confidence. Self-confidence is the belief that you can trust yourself. And the thing that you're trusting yourself with is the ability to have your own back no matter what is happening. So the tool that I'm going to teach you today to help you build up your self-confidence, i.e. your self-trust, is shadow work. So shadow work is a tool, an inner work tool that you can use to basically take all of the attributes and features about yourself that you don't like right now and turn them into your superpower, turn them into the thing that you love the most about yourself. Because often the reason why we don't have confidence, the reason why we don't trust ourselves is because we don't like certain aspects about ourselves because we think that they are negative or that they mean something bad about us. So if you begin to start doing the inner work of learning how to love everything about you, and I mean everything, you will become an unshakable woman. You will become an untriggable woman. You will be able to walk into any room and own it because there is nothing that anyone can say about you that is going to throw you off. So the very first thing that you're going to do, you're going to take out a piece of paper and a pen, okay? Take out your journal and start writing all of the attributes about yourself that you think make you not desirable, make you unlovable, make it so that people never choose you, etc. So you can write down your features. It could be like, oh, your hair, it could be your body size, it could be your boob size, it could be your lip size, it could be any of your physical features. And I also want you to write down aspects about yourself. So let's say that you are like really ambitious and you see that right now as something that's negative, or maybe you're, quote unquote, a procrastinator, or you do things at the last minute. I want you to write all of the things that right now you think are negative and make you unchoosable, undesirable, unpreferable, unlovable. The next thing that you're going to do is you are going to find the gift in each and every single one of those things. So for example, let's say that you have really big, luscious lips like me, but in your mind, you grew up with seeing that as something that is negative, or maybe you grew up being made fun of because you have these really big lips. A positive thing that you can find out of that is you'll never have to pay for lip fillers, okay? A positive thing of that is that everybody right now is paying to have these lips and you just naturally have them. Or let's say that you are someone who is really ambitious. This is something that I had to personally work through. I am really ambitious. I'm also a mom and a wife. And I thought that being really ambitious meant that I couldn't be a great mom. And it meant that I couldn't be a great wife. And so I did the shadow work around that because there are so many gifts that come out of me being ambitious. One of them being that I'm always willing to do the inner work, willing to do the work to grow myself. And because I'm always growing and evolving, my family is always going to have somebody who figures shit out. Okay, that's a great attribute to have. Another thing that I used to get really triggered by, and that I used to think that it would make me, not preferable or desirable, is that I am very assertive, right? People call it bitchy. And here's the thing about being assertive is that I walk into any room like I own it. I get what it is that I want. Another thing is any of your past failures or things that you perceive as a failure, can you also see the gift in it? So for example, there was a period of time in my life where I was going after goals. From the outside looking in, it could look like I was putting that goal like on a pedestal, or that I was choosing that goal over like other things in my life. And I also, sort of gave up on that goal in order to put my family first. And I thought that that made me weak. And weakness, is one of those qualities that like people never want to be. And so I reframed that. I wasn't weak. I'm really caring. I'm really considerate. I really love my family and I want the best for them. And again, when you begin to start telling yourself a different story, a different narrative, when you start looking at your features, when you start looking at your characteristics and your attributes from a different perspective, you start seeing the gift in it, your entire life will change, and you will start seeing yourself like the bad bee that you are. And this is where self-confidence comes from, because self-confidence is your belief that you can trust yourself. And the thing that you're trusting yourself with is whether or not you're going to have your own back, whether or not you are going to stand up for who it is that you are. Because let me tell you, your soul chose every single thing about you. Your soul intentionally wanted the body that you have. Your soul intentionally wanted the hair that you have. Your soul intentionally wanted the level of intelligence that you have. Your soul intentionally wanted the life events that you have been through. Your soul chose your life on purpose because you needed all of those things to become the best version of yourself. But as long as you continue to see all of these things as your detriment, as long as you continue to see all of these things as your downfall, as long as you continue to see all these things as your limitations, they will be that. You have to do the inner work to go to bat for yourself, to believe in yourself, to love every single thing about you. And you can do this through shadow work. And I just gave you an exercise on what shadow work can look like. This is the work that I have been doing with women. I had been working with women in college primarily to help them to become, the students it is that they want to be. I have broken out of that box, and I am now working with any woman who wants to experience herself in this way. I'm working with any woman who wants to see herself, watch herself become anything and everything she freaking wants. The key to that is your self-concept, the thoughts that you think about yourself, the way that you think that other people perceive you, which you can shift and change into a more favorable narrative, and your self-love, your ability to put yourself first and put yourself on a pedestal no matter what. If you are interested in working with me, I currently have one-on-one spots open, and in the description box, I will put a link so that you can schedule a consultation call with me, and we can see if working with me for the next 6 months is going to get you to where it is that you desire to be, if it's going to help you to become the woman it is that you desire to be. This is the process that I have taken myself through over and over and over again to create all of the things that I have in my life. How I went from failing out of 7 classes to graduating with honors, how I built a company, how I have an incredible marriage, how I was able to land any and every job it is that I desire, how I'm continuously able to increase the amount of money it is that I make, the income, the life that I provide for my family, how I'm able to go into spaces and rooms and feel like I belong there. It's the inner work. And if you are someone who knows what to do, you have a lot of skills, you've watched a lot of YouTube videos, you know all the things that work, but you're not doing it, more skill isn't going to help you to get there. The inner work will, because what you are experiencing externally, your circumstances, are just a mirror of what you think about yourself. It's just reflecting back who it is that you think you are. If you want to shift that so that your life shifts, I'm the woman you want to work with.